You've talked about an interesting point, the NIS. What is NIS? Watu wanasemanga tu, people know of FBI, CIA, like, what is it? And is there any other intelligence, organ in this nation?
Yeah. As time goes on, intelligence gathering is extended.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. Even you could find somebody working in Hilton Hotel is being sent to go and take tea in Intercontinental so that he gathers intelligence. But during our time, intelligence was strictly confined.
Okay.
NIS, and also somebody had asked me about wiretapping. I think wiretapping is very important component.
Okay.
So long as wiretapping is strictly for this national security.
Okay.
But during Moi and Kenyatta's time, wiretapping was done with other whatever. But if it is strictly important for national security, I am for it. I remember the 9/11.
Yes.
Do you know why it is called 9/11?
Tell them.
These people, the Al-Qaeda,
Yes.
knew that CIA had infiltrated all technology
Yes.
about wiretapping and whatever. So in America, 911 is an emergency number.
Yes.
So they chose that letter. So whenever the CIA could intercept their communication, of course they were communicating in Arabic, but CIA had Arabic interpreters. So when the Arabic interpreters could see 911, they say, these are things that people are talking about, emergency and whatever. So if CIA would have known that the 911 was selected to confuse the people about the day of the emergency and also the day of attacking, they would have intercepted that and have done that. So this thing about wiretapping is important for national security purposes. But during the Kanu days, they used it for non-government. You know, those days you could not differentiate Moi, the president, from the government of Kenya.
Yeah.
Coming for NIS, it is important because the difference between NIS and the DCI is that these are investigators who investigate crimes.
Yes.
And these are intelligence gatherings. And intelligence, the government should know everything, especially people who have ill intention.
Yes.
And I insist on ill intention. The government should be there 24/7 so that they, the disadvantage on NIS as compared to DCI. DCI are seen. Something is lost here. The DCI finds the thief, convicts the thief. But NIS, they make any slight
disclosure.
No, slight mistake.
Yeah.
Westgate. So NIS, when they are perfect, nobody sees it.
Yes.
But the small time they make, what do you call this place near Chiromo? Dustin. Dustin.
Yeah.
So they make a small slip, everybody sees NIS is sleeping on the job. But when things go bad, that is when DCI is seen. But NIS, when they do their work properly, they are not even supposed to have been known, whatever. How many people today, as we are speaking, how many terrorists have been intercepted at JKIA? We don't know. And we'll never know.
Yeah.
So we have to appreciate the function of NIS, and we should. Actually, people fear going to. Unajua, tukienda kusema kwa polisi, tutaitwa tuandike statement, tutaitwa kotini. Let me tell you, I would advise anybody with anything, the first stop, go to NIS. Talk to them. They'll advise you to whom to go and see. They'll even tell you, there are even people who want to say, okay, naishie hapa. So NIS will know how to pick from there. Yeah. NIS is a very small formation. But you see, I would not be wrong if they have a budget bigger than the National Police Service. It's because
the work put in, getting
imagine somebody planning to go and make a cat rustling in West Pokot, NIS is supposed to have known and have taken whatever. So that is why their budget is high. And NIS today, especially having a person like Nordin Haji, it's a very good idea because he has grown up. How many cases has Nordin Haji prosecuted?
A lot.
He's a better director of intelligence than director of public prosecution. And then there was also things bringing in military men. It was also killing the morale of these people. In prisons, they started with Ruben, somebody Amukamba. They took a PPO, a police officer, Oyugi, Ezekiel, somebody from Busia.
Yeah.
He was a provincial CID officer Nairobi.
Yeah.
But if we could have a system, okay, we are heading to a place where they are going to join.
Yeah.
Let us have people from prisons who can rise up to be a deputy inspector general of the National Police Service in charge of prisons. Let us have somebody who can uplift. Let us not have a situation where NIS just believes somebody will be taken from Directorate of Military. And Boynet was here. What is the other fellow? The pilot was there. Then the Major General who retired the other time. Let us have people who started down, progressing.
It increases
people
morale.
Also feel one of us is there.
Tell us about how the Kenya Air Force came to be.
Kenya, I have to define Kenya in three phases. We have Madaraka Day, we have Jamhuri Day.
Yes.
And the Jamhuri Day is Uhuru Day.
Yes.
From Madaraka Day 1963 to Jamhuri Day 1963, Jomo Kenyatta was the Prime Minister under the governor who was acting on just the way Australia and New Zealand are now.
Yeah.
Then in 1963, 12th December, Kenya changed such that Kenya became a country where the Jomo Kenyatta became a Prime Minister of Republic of the state of Kenya, and the Queen was the head of state. So the Queen was the head of state between 12th December 1963 to 12th December 1964, when Kenya became an independent country with Jomo Kenyatta as the president. Now I'm talking of a period between a period of, is it 18 months? From Madaraka Day 1963 to Jamhuri Day 1964. The president, the Prime Minister Jomo Kenyatta was under the Queen, but he wanted to form an air force without the Queen knowing. So he tricked the Queen by saying that he's starting a police air wing. So he recruited a squadron of about 20 cadet officers. These cadet officers included Gichuru. I don't know his first name. Gichuru. I think he's Dedan Gichuru or something, but Gichuru. There was also Omondi and other 18. So they went to Kiganjo. Anybody who has been to Kiganjo, there are some classes between the main parade and the CDI, chief drilling. So there were classrooms there, which were for they were saying police wing, but Kenyatta was training. Kenyatta was training Air Force people, but he was under the Queen. So those are the people. And immediately Kenya became independent. He took them abroad for further training, and that is when the Kenya Air Force started in 1964. But those people like Gichuru had already. If you go to Kiganjo, you'll be shown classrooms which were specifically for the Air Force people.
Okay.
The Air Force people, cadet officers were trained in Kiganjo, but servicemen were from Lanet, and they were working under that is how it is joined. Yeah, the Air Force started off from Kiganjo.
From Kiganjo, amazing. You see, it already shows these interdependencies between these services and forces.
Yeah.
Kuna hii kitu watu husema, and I remember during my time in the army, my friends used to ask me, kwani hamnanga ubishani na watu wa polisi? Inamaanisha ukiwa kwa jeshi, unaweza tu bulldoze polisi. Tell us about, the tension, or for lack of a better word, ubabe, or trying to show off during your period of time. Was there something like that where the police, let's say the general service officers would try and show that they are mightier than the APs or the military and vice versa?
Yeah.
Was it happening? How did it
happen?
Yeah,
it used to happen. And it is, in any society, there is such. Like in a home where the man has 2 to 3 wives, nakuta watoto wa mama Mkikuyu, watoto wa mama Maragoli, watoto wa mama Mtiriki.
Yes.
So you find that those things are there. Even in the military, you'd find maybe people from 9K or people from infantry, when they meet people, there is usually that thing. But and then there was also this problem with the police, that when you arrest a military person, you surrender him or her to the military police.
Yes.
So there was, why are these people being treated differently?
Special.
GSU during my time had police identification. And a police and a GSU, the identity card, which is certificate of appointment, but let me use the word identity card, was similar to a police officer you could not know.
Okay.
But during my time, funny thing used to happen, that when a GSU was going on leave, he had to surrender his COA. So akienda huko anashikwa na polisi. So those things were there. But coming up with the National Police Service, joining the AP, the general duties, CID and what. And you find today, you go to DCI, you'll find somebody whose background is AP.
Yes.
So you find that those things, give it next 10 years, it will not be there. It will not be there.
But kulikuwa na hiyo
They used to be there. Yeah. It used to be there.
You've talked about
I remember when I was in Habaswein,
yes,
there was Inspector Kilion Odawa, who was in charge of AP. And then we had Nathan Muindendolo, who was in charge of general duties.
Yes.
Whenever we got drunk na wanakosana, asema wewe ni askari ya chief. But those things are ending. They are not there.